Big 49 brings you Supercross coverage from Denver, Colorado, which means, well, if we start to lose the signal, Moto Man's got to go out and rejet the carburetors.
Exactly. By the way, I want to give a quick shout out to our good friend Daniel Blair. Good guy. Just an overall good dude. Just a good dude. I mean,
you know, just making it happen.
You sent him a care package you said off air.
Yeah. Well, I sent him, just a little, hey, thanks for being a good dude.
Cool.
Thanks for doing a good job.
Yeah.
Put on Stretch.
Yeah. And I always CC. I say, from Stretch and Moto Man.
Right.
Just to make sure.
Yeah.
And I also want to say what's up to my friend Dan Hubbard. So,
nice.
Ghost, we went down this last week and got a new batch of stuff from Babek over at Straub Distributing.
Yeah, what is this?
There's so much.
Yeah.
Tropical
we
mango.
got Tropical Mango Ghost now. And I know you like the Ghost.
Yeah, I like the Ghost.
So, I'm going to rip into Tropical Mango.
Yeah.
See how that is. So, by the way, did we get a text or something? I
think my phone went off.
I try not to pay attention to...
No.
They're not supposed to text us during the show.
I don't think so.
I thought they're supposed to call.
That a text? No?
Hold on here.
Nothing that counts.
Yeah. Nothing that really is important. Nothing important. Nothing important.
Mine says scam likely.
Right. Scam likely. Click here.
Click here.
Clickbait.
Yeah. So, I just got this text. Okay. And I'm not gonna.
I got one too, but I'm not. I just don't.
I don't think we should really read these things on the radio because
it's a DNS. Did not start.
Yeah. Our attention is to you, the audience, not to these telephones.
Right.
We shouldn't be paying attention to these telephones. We should be paying attention to our audience.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, just because somebody who happens to call himself the boss may send us a text. Anyway. I'm going to break the rule here. I've been breaking rules anyway all day long. I've been eating chips, eating kettle chips in the air.
You spilled liquid death all over the console.
I did spill some liquid death around here, but that's no big deal. I'm not going to read the editorial line at the top of this text. I'm not going to do that because there's always editorial at the top, and I'm sorry. I'm not going to give somebody the how should we say the favor, so to speak.
You can read the next part, though.
But I will read the next part. Even though he's already missed the starting gate, we've already done our picks. But somebody wrote down, here are my picks for 250s. And this would be Stretch.
It says he's at lunch now.
It says he's at lunch now. Here are my picks for 250s. He's got RJ Hampshire, Jett Lawrence, Levi Kitchen, Enzo Lopes, and Oldenburg for 250s. For 450s, he's going with Roxon, Sexton, Eli, Adam C., Josh Hill, and Dino.
That's a chicken whack. Might as well just throw the damn chicken song on.
So, I think what Stretch was really trying to say was this. This is what he was really trying to say. Let's see here.
We got to translate it.
Yeah, we've got to translate this. Let me get my translator here real quick here.
Speak Stretch here for a minute.
Yeah.
When you find yourself in danger, when you're threatened by a stranger, when it looks like you will take a licking.
Number one.
Number one.
Hurry up and rescue you. Just call for Super Chicken.
Number
if you're
one.
Afraid you'll have to overlook it.
Now, here's my question. Should we really do it with that one? Or, let me see here.
The I'm at lunch one?
I'm almost thinking that we should probably give him this one instead. There we go.
Okay.
So, Fat Albert, read off Fat Albert's picks.
Okay. Roxon, Sexton, Eli.
Okay.
He's 60, 47, 30 now.
60-40.
He's 60-40.
He's still 60-40.
This is Bill Cosby.
Josh Hill, Dino.
Okay.
I like that Josh Hill pick.
Yeah, Josh Hill is a good pick.
I like that one.
Sick. All right, what is
Fat Stretch.
Exactly. what are his 250 picks?
Stretch needs a throw.
All right, here's some 250. RJ, number one.
RJ, number one.
Jett.
Okay.
Kitchen.
Okay.
On the podium. Enzo Lopes, Oldenburg.
All right.
Can't really argue with him.
Can't really argue there.
You know.
RJ and Jett though.
You know what though?
that's a good
I'm
one.
not going to give
yeah.
him. I'm not going to give him much credit though,
Argument.
because and here's why I'm not going to give him much credit. You know where he didn't put? He didn't put his Derek Kelly
Yeah, where's Derek Kelly?
Right.
pick.
I have him 5th, Stretch. Why do you hate Derek Kelly?
Exactly.
You hate Kelly now?
No, I said
don't.
why does Stretch?
No, I know. That's what
I like Derek Kelly. I got Derek Kelly at number 6.
Yeah.
Right here.
everybody has him on the pick.
Yeah.
What does he
We
hate?
all made our Derek Kelly pick.
Everybody did.
What does
Yeah.
he hate Derek Kelly for?
I don't know.
That's messed up.
Yeah. We have our Dean Wilson pick,
I'll have to tell him.
450. We have our Derek Kelly pick, 250.
Man,
Messed up.
I got Dino,
Wicked messed up. By the way,
Dino
this
and Derek at 5th.
this Ghost energy drink, Tropical Mango,
Doesn't suck.
does not suck. It's good stuff.
So I was out at the Iron Gods today, right? Saw
Okay.
several people walking around with some ghosts in their hands.
Can't go wrong with Ghost,
Nice.
man. It's good stuff.
Taking over.
It's taking over.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good stuff. It doesn't suck.
No.
There's a lot of things in this world that suck. That ain't one of them.
That's not one of them.
No,
No.
that ain't one of them. See, that should be their tagline right there.
It should be.
There's lots of things in this world that suck. This ain't one of them.
It's not one.
So if you want to chime in with us, you can. Our number is 866-49-BIG-49. 866-49-BIG-49. That's the telephone number of fun. It is 5:54. Gentlemen, it is going to start at 6 p.m.
Go time.
So
Yeah,
does
let's get it
anybody have any other things they want to change in their picks, ideas, thoughts, premonitions, and or seances or...
No, besides, I haven't seen the track.
well, okay. So right behind you, there is a... there's a booklet right there.
Let's check it out.
And in that booklet is the track. And you can see today's track right there. And you can get kind of a good idea of what we're dealing with. Let's see here.
I watched some open practice earlier.
Okay.
And it looked kind of clumpy. The dirt.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
That would
Kinda
make
clumpy,
sense.
You know?
Understand something about the Dirtworks guys. They locally source most of the product for most of those races. Although in Florida, they do bring the dirt in from Georgia.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's Georgia
That
clay.
Georgia clay's badass.
Yeah, it's great race.
I'm not saying the track looked bad. I'm just saying that there was a lot of
high low.
chunks.
Well, little chunkies.
Yeah.
Left-hand start.
Left hand start. Okay, so coming into a left hand corner.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what a left-hand corner usually means, though? That means you at least get to keep your right foot on the right peg.
Well, I think that's one of the first times they've done that was
Last week.
Last week, right?
Or-
Yeah.
Was last week or week before?
And you actually get to utilize your clutch a little bit more, and you get your rear brake.
Yeah.
So I think that means that there's going to be a really fast corner, because usually left-hand turns are much faster than right-hand turns.
Yeah. For sure.
A lot of rhythm.
A lot of rhythm.
Yeah.
A lot of that whoop section will be fast.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lawrence is gonna kill it.
And I
think it's a
heard
good
it.
start,
I heard
for
an
sure.
interview earlier this week talking about whoops. Speaking of whoops, and they were talking about the whoops have actually been lower and smaller this year than in previous years, but the angle of attack on these whoops is much steeper and it is brutal. And that's what's taking these guys out right now.
Right.
They're actually talking to the AMA about these whoops. They were saying the whoops can be a bit of an issue, even though they're smaller and they're not as tall as they've previously been in previous years.
And then I heard you saying something about the dragon back, right?
Yep.
They've been a little bit of that too, right?
Yes.
Like a little bit of drama.
But the dragon's back is all a rhythm thing. It's a timing thing and a rhythm thing.
Right.
I don't think that the dragon's back is as big of a deal. Is the
But
other
they're
thing?
they're in every.
Well, I don't think it's
Every-
as big of a deal as the things that we have talked about in previous
Every
races,
course.
like, for instance, outer racer edge. What do they do to cover the plywood a little bit better on the outer edge of the track near the tough blocks?
Yeah,
Because
for sure.
what they are having a problem with is obviously riders are getting really hurt in large crashes because they're ejecting from the motorcycle and they're landing square on concrete or they're landing on the plywood. They're not landing on dirt
Well, yeah, you have
or on a tough block.
You have like top professionals that know how to ride dirt bikes very well
Exactly.
that are out right now, and it's not from anything besides some of that. you
Well,
know,
it's that there is a literally that's on the
a
table. right
couple
now.
of those were like,
Yeah, people were complaining about that. So, by the way, I want to thank you, Jason, for lunch there. That was good. That did not suck. You know?
So I was going to ask you about the driveway because I was making
Okay,
sure
the parking lot-
you don't have new plastics on the bike, right? 'Cause
The parking lot.
making sure there's no.
You worried about the parking lot of the radio station there?
I was because it's like you redid the driveway again, making
Okay.
sure you didn't like do some weird mail run.
All the plastics are fine.
Okay.
The bikes are fine.
You didn't see any letters or anything?
I didn't see, you
Laying
never
in the
know.
dirt.
You had to redo the driveway. Like,
No,
make sure there's no.
I mean,
No blood.
here's the thing: the motocross track in the back. Okay, the weeds were definitely growing up into the motocross track in the back, and it was starting to look like that entry scene of Little House on the Prairie where she's walking through and it's just like a field of weeds everywhere. That's what the whole motocross track was looking like. It was just like a sea of yellow weeds everywhere. So
I did because every time I come in your driveway, I stop for a minute, and kind of soak in the hill.
Look at the Widowmaker.
I gotta look at the Widowmaker.
of course,
I just soak it in, but my trail's gone. You almost can't even see it now.
It's
gone.
so overgrown.
it's overgrown.
Yeah.
Everything's way overgrown.
Just,
It's so overgrown. So I went back today. I took out the Bobcat and I went into the motocross track and I cut a whole new path through the motocross track. Went over the jumps, repadded some jumps, repacked some jumps. There's still some really swampy areas in the back berms. So I went in there and just took the skip loader and just kind of made better back berms in there, but it was still the mud was almost like it was like wet cement.
Yeah.
It just you could flop it and just take the bucket and go and wipe it, and it would just wipe clean, like looking like a dish bowl.
Right.
So I did that in a couple of the berm areas, and then I did the rest of the jumps, and I kind of cut them and cut just the weeds off of a few areas like that, because we had talked to Carson Brown about doing a mini bike race back here.
Yeah.
And then obviously you've got your mini bike, somebody doesn't have a real mini bike
I just
yet.
put a freshie MX-33
The
on
50
it, too.
don't count. I'm trying to sell it so I get a 110.
Somebody doesn't have a real mini bike yet. Yeah. Everybody else has mini bike. Somebody doesn't.
I got a
have mini
450. I don't care about the damn mini bike anymore.
bike. Well, Jason and I have mini bikes.
You guys can have fun on the mini bikes.
Dude, I got to take you on Goonies Trail, man. The only way you're going to go on Goonies Trail is on mini bikes.
No, I don't care about the Goonies Trail.
Goonies Trail's badass,
You
man.
guys have fun.
Goonies Trail is
I'll go free ride on the
badass.
450. I'm
Trust
gonna
me.
go hit the step up that Jason and I scouted next to the street.
All I'm saying is that,
The Goonie Trail is going to be fun when it's like a 24-hour, though.
dude, Goonies Trail is badass.
I'll have a 110 by then.
Looks like they are live from Denver now. They started our live feed. So,
I want that step up by the street, Jason.
one
yeah.
Mr.
You know what I'm
Jett
talking
Lawrence
about.
is out on the
Through
track.
trees.
By the tree, between the trees?
Yeah, that's badass. That's like George of the Jungle
Isn't it?
jump.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I've been eyeballing some other ones, too.
Oh yeah,
My step down, I was thinking.
that one.
Okay.
There's a lot of
There's
potential.
dude, you just need the overgrowth to lay down.
A lot of potential out there.
Yeah.
Well, you got to go out there with this tractor and just kind of cut some stuff down. a little
Right.
bit. Yeah. So
But
I,
it'll die off too. A lot of it.
yeah,
Too.
I went through with the tractor and just cut some areas down, got some things all dialed in. So now the parking lot's at least safe to do wheelies in.
Right.
You saw the big parking lot as you drive in, the big field area.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's like
It's all clear
It's
now.
redone.
Yeah.
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 Well done. I mean, you did a good job.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice.
If I quit this radio gig, I think I could probably go into a heavy equipment operation deal,
Yeah.
and just like that would be my gig.
That'll work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dirt works.
Yeah. Dirtworks. I could probably work for Dirtworks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could probably that'd be my life. Going track to track, town to town. Just,
That'd be pretty cool.
Doing bobcats and rentals. Just
Yeah.
like.
Got a good friend of mine, Ryan Smith, used to run with him after he was doing LBZ.
All right.
Made
Nice.
a good living.
Working for Dirtworks?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I saw the muck off needed a truck driver. I
No,
hit up
you
Andy.
muck off.
What'd you say?
Muck off.
Don't you tell me to muck
Started
off. You
off.
muck off.
Talking trash already?
Muck off.
Damn.
So Andy, I hit him up. I
Okay.
sent him a message. I said, dude, you got hired. Get on the circus and go drive the rig for muck off.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I'm not mucking off. You muck off.
muck off.
Don't you tell me to muck off. Gosh. Guys are
Wow.
rude.
Well, he's so mean to
Calling
Andy.
people names, mucking off.
Telling Andy to muck off. After he cooks for you?
Oh, looks like it's
He's a good
Lee
dude.
Diffie today. Lips and tits. Oh, lifestyles are rich and famous in the
Lord.
Ritz. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Oh, my God.
Hopefully we can get down to Daniel Blair on the truck and talk to him.
Yeah,
for a
we'll
little
talk
bit.
to Daniel.
Yeah.
Stretch his little buddy.
He's our best friend.
Exactly. There's Eli Tomac, and it looks like he's wearing his Denver Broncos jersey.
Oh, jeez. That
Yeah.
pisses me off.
He's wearing his Denver Broncos
Never
jersey.
mind. I'm taking him out of my top 3.
I know. That means Felt Sports is going to let him win. I'm going to put him up.
Wow. Everybody's getting all grumpy pants.
Well,
Grumpy
you know,
pants, grumpy pants.
It's like they're going to give it to him.
Broncos.
Guess who has
They're gonna give it to him.
Guess who has Eli Tomac as their number 1?
I know.
Oh, me.
You
That would be
always do,
me.
though. You always
See,
do.
Eli Tomac, number 1. I got Chase X, number 2. Adam C, number 3. Ken Rocks, number 4. And Dean Wilson, numero 5. Cinco. By the way, did everybody have a good time Cinco de Mayo yesterday?
Yeah, I did
All
the
I did was
show.
work.
Okay. I just didn't know if you had a cerveza after work.
That was good.
I
That was
had
good,
my,
you know.
I had my
Normal day.
cervezas during LCR yesterday.
Yeah.
Here.
No
That was fun.
cervezas.
No
Okay.
cervezas.
No cervezas? All right.
You know, like the,
By the way,
it's not even a Mexican thing, dude. It's just
Yeah, yeah,
it's
it's
a
a-
United States.
it's
just
a
reason
Los-
to drink.
it's a Los Angeles
all
thing,
it
dude.
is.
It's like the burrito.
Mexicans don't even like really celebrate it, dude. Like,
Yeah,
you know?
it's not their deal,
No.
dude.
It was always Cinco de Drink over me.
Cinco de
Cinco
Drinko.
Drinko, and
Cinco
May the
de-
4th be with you the day before.
Right.
Oh my god, I'm so tired of this.
Oh, yes.
Ugh.
Had Star Wars never been invented, the 4th would never be with you.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh, there's little buddy.
There's Jason Thomas right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Stretch's BFF.
I have no beef against Jason Thomas. I get along
No,
fine
I
with
don't
him.
either. I don't.
I
beef
get
with
along fine
anybody.
with all the guys. In all seriousness, I get along fine with all the guys on the broadcast staff for NBC and for Feld Sports. I really do. In all seriousness, every time I bumped into them, good guys.
There's Daniel
Blair, right there, right
Good
at the
job,
starting
Dan.
gate. I get along fine with Daniel Blair. Good guy.
Good job, Dan.
No beef whatsoever with him. I also get along great with Weege.
Yeah.
You know, Weege is a good guy.
We just super cool, man.
Super cool.
I get along with everybody besides Jason.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know.
And Grandpa Reed now.
No, I still like Reed. He's still
You
my
like
buddy.
him. He doesn't like you now.
No, he still does.
He just doesn't
he
like
looked
me.
back at me like, dude, why are you with this idiot?
Why are you with us?
Yeah, no, Grandpa Reed just doesn't like me.
Oh,
But
okay.
that's okay because I know that
I got you.
Reed and Roxon talk about moto.
Okay.
I just know the fact that
Grandpa,
Grandpa
I'm still trying to figure this out.
Grandpa Reed has no sense of humor. He has
Jet-
zero sense of humor.
me
Like,
and-
that guy has no sense of humor.
Me and 22 are cool. I got texts.
Oh, look at Will Christensen. Look at that on the
there she is.
TV. That's the real Will Christensen. Yeah, that's the real Will. Looking good on TV.
As always.
Just doing her thing. So,
There's RJ.
yeah. Just so everybody knows. Like, so it looks like they're going to start 250 Heat
hologram.
1 right now. So, anybody want
There
to anybody want to throw any vibe out on this Heat?
God, we've covered it all
Let's
pretty
see
good,
who's on.
haven't we?
Let's see who's on.
All right. 866-49, big 49. That's the number of fun. They're going to start Heat 1, 250s here shortly. And we will jump out and jump into some Iron Maiden, and we will be right back.
Does that look like Will?
It's too bad she's
That is
wearing,
Will. That is Will.
Too bad she's wearing that much
That is Will.
clothing.
Look at
That's
that.
Will.
Too
It
bad
is-
it's cold there.
It's a big 49.
Big 49 brings you Supercross coverage from Denver, Colorado, which means, well, if we start to lose the signal, Moto Man's got to go out and rejet the carburetors.
That thing really does sound like it.
Yeah, it's running way rich.
Oh, Caster?
All right.
927?
Yeah, that's definitely on 32 to 1 on the 50
Big
right now.
49.
Yeah, it's too much. All right, it's a big 49. Heat 1, 250s done. Look what Daddy cooked up for us today
knew
in the
that
old
was
kitchen.
Yeah.
Oh, Chef Levi right there.
I'm stoked for him.
I am so stoked for him. Good for him. And by the way, coming in at 4th in Heat 1, Derek Kelly.
Derek Kelly.
Kicking ass, taking names, I'm
He
telling
was
you.
pulling a move that I don't know if I saw anybody else even do that jump.
He-
Maybe RJ or something.
RJ was not doing that double.
Right.
He was actually, Derek was doubling what was typically just a single.
Yeah.
He was
I don't
just
know if he's
boom,
noticed
boom,
that.
boom. He was making up
Onto
time.
this little bump just dropping down.
Yeah.
And
He was making up time. And actually, it was funny because Lee Diffie was talking about it on the TV, saying, you know, look at Derek Kelly coming into his own. And then, of course, they went to Daniel Blair, who said, yeah, he's been showing what he can do right after Glendale in the Triple Crown. He's been showing what he is capable of doing, which we've known for a long time. You know, and watching Derek grow through this process, Derek is really coming into his own, and I think next year is going to be a year to really watch Derek Kelly because I think he is going to be up there with Joe Shimoda on the podium. He's going to be there even though he's a privateer.
That's what I was going to just say. I hope that one of these guys, Star Yamaha or even Husky or KT, I don't care. I don't even care.
Right.
Well, you and I are going to have a counseling session, though, about Big Yella, because if Big Yella comes in first place...
What's step 4 again?
Yeah, I know. We're going to have to talk about this.
Okay.
It's okay. It's okay. We're going to have Jason...
We're here to help, Jason.
Yeah.
Step
I mean,
4.
understand, Jason's seeing something that we haven't seen in a long time right now in a lot of cases, which is Big Yella's, like, turning up in the top 3 all the time now.
Well, this is for all the crap that he gives me, so it's a little karma. So
I'm just saying.
Where are we going fishing again?
Exactly. We want to go fishing. Let's go fishing.
you guys can go fishing.
So, that being said, congratulations, Derek Kelly in 4th, RJ Hampshire in 2nd, Maximus Voland in 3rd, which I still think they should just refer to him as Max because that's his name.
It's Max. Yeah.
Yeah, but why Maximus? It's like you obviously don't know the guy, or else you would call him Max.
Right.
So are you stoked on your picks with
I am
J-Law, RJ, Kitchen?
Yeah. I am stoked with my picks.
Or do you want to switch Kitchen up into second place? Today?
No, I'm looking at Jett Lawrence, RJ Hampshire, Levi Kitchen, just right where it is. Because RJ, understand, you could almost set the clock by that guy.
He's a second moto.
Yeah, he's in the when it comes to race time. Because understand that
second moto.
here's the funny thing about sandbagging. Okay, a lot of these guys sandbag, and heats you're only going for lane choice, lane placement, and getting into the main. So you're only looking at the bare minimum. You're looking at getting into the main. Okay, am I in the big show? And what lane placement am I getting out of this?
Yeah.
So the further up the food chain I go, the better the lane selection that I get. I don't get top dog unless I win. Like Levi right now is going to get first lane selection out of the main.
Right.
He'll get that option, which I think is going to be good for him. At the same time, we all both know that there's about half a dozen slots, especially on a hard left turn,
that
you're not going to want to be anywhere on the far left inside corner. You're going to want to probably be mid doghouse out. Okay. In other words, I think
the spots, right?
Yeah, I think the prime spot for lane selection is going to be
don't make too much of a difference, right?
About 6 or 7 in, right at center line, doghouse either side in the middle.
Right, because otherwise you get pinched off.
Otherwise, you get pinched off, or you're way outside.
Correct.
And if you're way outside, that means you're going to be having to eat your way up in the pack just to make up. You're probably going to come in the 4th or 5th just to try to eat your way up.
Exactly right.
But if you're center, you can probably hole shot it. You can probably pull that off. And as we know in Supercross, if you hole shot, your chances of winning are pretty high.
Pretty good.
They're pretty good. I've only seen one guy, Ken Roxon, he's ever beeped it on hole shots. And,
don't you besmirch my friend Ken Roxon?
Sorry. Did I say something funny?
Was that a stretch soundbite?
I don't know. I heard it your interview, or the stretch interview with him.
Yeah.
No.
Hold on. Are you looking at this?
Patch things
this
up?
one right here?
You gonna patch things up?
Do you have it?
The Big 49
Moto Minute.
brought to you by LBZ. Hi guys, one of the things I get to do after each and every race is get into the press conference and talk to the riders and ask them different questions and hear what they've got to say about other questions that are asked to them. And I will give you right now the shortest interview in the history of a press conference, and that is when I got to sit down with Kenny Roxon and ask him one question, and I got a nice one-word answer. And here it is. All right, Kenny, there's one thing that everyone at the Big 49 knows, and there's some type of static between you and Moto Man, and we don't know what it is, but what I'm willing to do, because I like you and you talk to me and we seem to be really cool, is to sit down and broker a peace deal with you and Moto Man. Are you open to that?
No.
All righty then.
Okay.
All righty then.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Respect.
Cut and dry.
I'm Stretch. Another Moto Minute brought to you by LBZ.
I think that was the one.
One out.
Yeah. You talking about that one right there? You talking about that interview?
That was
Yeah.
it.
That's just bone chilling, dude.
That was one word. No.
Yeah.
Look at that. It says, muck off.
Hey, no, you muck off.
Hey,
Don't
You can't say that on
right
air.
there.
You can't just tell us. You come into the studio. All we ask you
Play
to
like
do
a
is
muck off.
No, you muck off. Don't tell us to muck off. You muck off.
Yeah. You would have got here late.
You're like, got here late.
Muck off.
Muck off. All we ask is to be polite.
Yeah.
You come in and be nice to everyone.
Man.
Telling people to muck off.
I'll probably eat some Chipotle today.
Telling everyone to muck off, picking Suzuki's. I mean, what's wrong with you, dude? You're usually pretty chill and just want red.
I put a Suzuki on the podium.
Jason, by the way, did you take your temperature before you were here today? Are you COVID
Actually,
clean
the
right now?
450s haven't started yet.
Are you,
Right?
are you
Can I change
COVID?
that?
Are you COVID clean right now?
I'm COVID clean.
Are you sure?
I'm not vaccinated, but yeah.
Are
I'm
you
COVID
not? Are you
clean.
not? Are you not feeling well?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You're feeling fine.
He wants to fish tomorrow.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's step 5?
Step 5. All right. It looks like 250 Heat 2 has just started, and like clockwork.
Ooh, uh-oh.
Wow.
All kinds of carnage.
Wow, that is carnage right there.
Oh, and that's
That's big carnage. I'm going to let that one go. We will
Big
be
name.
back in, let's just say about 3 minutes. It's the Big 49.